the first victim to be devoured by Shinju? Will it be Gaara or Konohamaru who will be devoured by Matsuri? Chapter 16 spoilers have been published, with one page showing Konohamaru has arrived at Tsunagakure village. By the way, I don't really want to comment on Yodo and Araya's appearance. Especially Yodo. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Oh yeah. In some of our previous predictions, we had guessed that the shinobi that Konoha would send to Tsunagakure village would be Mitsuki. Besides, no one targeting him like Hima, Sarada, and Konohamaru, Mitsuki is the shinobi that would be most relevant if chosen to be the opponent of a Ryu. But after the revelation that on this one page that person is Konohamaru, do we still deserve to underestimate him? Especially if we call Konohamaru a Clownohamaru. I think we should really stop underestimating him. It's true that lately he's been called a useless clown because of his attitude and actions that upset the fans. Especially against Hidari, he really looks so weak. But let's try to think rationally and look at it from various sides. Hidari is a villain whose power level, I think if compared to an Akatsuki, I believe Hidari is the strongest compared to them, right? So it seems very irrelevant if we consider Konohamaru as Clownohamaru just because he looked like a clown when he lost against Hidari. In addition, Konohamaru is also a ninja who once broke a record defeating an Akatsuki at a very young age. Throughout history, there's never been a shinobi with a very young age like him who could defeat an Akatsuki. So, in conclusion, we have to start accepting that Shinju is a very overpowered opponent, and Konohamaru is not useless. And speaking of Konohamaru being sent to Tsunagakure village, is he the only one who came there to help Tsunagakure shinobi? Although this one-page leak only shows Konohamaru arriving at Tsuna village, I am very sure that several other shinobi came with Konohamaru, because throughout the missions in the Naruto or Boruto universe, every Konoha ninja sent to Tsuna village or others to carry out a mission is certainly not alone. And I assume that Sarada and Mitsuki will go with Konohamaru to help the Tsunagakure village. And what about Kawaki? Will he go with them on the mission to the Tsunagakure village to help? After it was revealed and Kawaki declared that he would help Boruto to defeat and destroy part of Otsutsuki, I'm really waiting for what Kawaki will do in Chapter 16. Will he train with Naruto, or will he follow Boruto's advice to have Amado remove his power limiter? So, what do you think Kawaki will do in Chapter 16? Will he join Konohamaru in Team 7, or will he do something to Amado to get his maximum power? So which one will Kawaki do in Chapter 16, guys? And back again about Konohamaru. If he's just a person sent by Konoha to carry out a mission to Tsuna village, of course, this was a wise decision. Shikamaru certainly did not want to allow an inexperienced ninja to carry out a mission outside the village without having experience, let alone not accompanied by several shinobi with Junin level. And if only Konohamaru gets the mission to track and search for information, that means several ninjas like Himawari, Sarada, and Mitsuki, they will be in Konoha to guard them from the threat of Shinju. Especially if we already know that what got Gaara and Shinki in trouble was because of Matsuri. And again, if it turns out that some ninjas come to Konohamaru's aid, that means it will be a very epic battle between Mitsuki and Ryu. And of course, this will be something we are looking forward to. We know that Matsuri is targeting him. And at the same time, Ryu has decided that he will undo the Fuin Jutsu seal that sealed Gaara. Of course, Ryu and Matsuri will go to Tsuna village to undo Gaara's seal and devour him. And in this moment, it would certainly be a battle that would see one of them devoured by Shinju. Will it be Gaara or Konohamaru? I'm very pessimistic that they will win against Shinju. So far, only Boruto has succeeded and paralyzed Shinju. If Boruto doesn't come to their aid, will Konohamaru and Team 7 be able to fight them? I'm very pessimistic about this, because once again, if they can't stop Shinju, then they will be one of those who fall victim to the divine tree humans. But besides Konohamaru and the others, I'm very curious about Yodo and Araya. By the way, let's talk a little bit about them. Araya, as a friend of Shinki, is a shinobi who has participated in the Chunin exam in Konoha. Although his skills can't be said to be impressive, I'm still not so sure if Araya will put up a fight against Shinju if he assists in the fight. The same goes for Yodo. But if we observe in detail about this one-panel leak, I become convinced that in Chapter 16 it will be a serious battle between Konohamaru and Matsuri. And in conclusion, although so far we know that some ninjas who carry out missions are always in a team, with Araya's words to Konohamaru, this seems to be convincing enough if Konohamaru alone is assigned to come to Sunagakure village. And in conclusion, will Masashi Kishimoto make Konohamaru the first ninja to be devoured by a divine tree human? And what will happen if Konohamaru is devoured by Matsuri if he loses the fight against her? The only way to make Konohamaru survive is Team 7 or Boruto, who comes unexpectedly to help him. Not to disparage some of the shinobi from Suna village, but if Gaara and Shinki can't fight a divine tree human, what about Araya and Yodo? I'm really curious about this one-page leak. Then what do you all think, guys? What will Konohamaru plan, and will Boruto and Team 7 provide assistance? Also, I'm expecting Himawari and Kurama to give their roles in Chapter 16. So, what do you think? I'm waiting for your opinions. So, that's probably it for this one-page leak, and if there are any further updates, I'll bring them to you all as soon as I can. Thanks for your support. I'm Nim. See you in the next leak.